Okay, good morning, listener. It's Wednesday, 15th day of the month of December 2021, and it's another time for 45 minutes of radio advocacy. It's time for Building Bridges, a program brought to you by Take and Peace Desk with support from Bread for the World. And on this program, we seek to build bonds of love, we seek to build bridges of peace, unity, progress, and development across our communities. And we'll be doing just that again on this edition of the program. My name is Joseph Ojadeji. I'll be your lead advocate for the next 45 minutes or thereabout. We shall be furthering the discussion we had last week on the topic road traffic peculiarities during the festive season. As you are well aware, the festive season is gradually setting in, and the mood is already activated, and people are already preparing for the festivities, and we have increased vehicular activities across our communities and even in the marketplaces. So we shall be looking at those useful tips that vehicle drivers can abide by, as well as, even if you're a passenger, those you can look out for to say, hey, Mr. Driver, please, can you please do this so that we can all be safe. I also believe that it is those who drive to stay alive that can celebrate the season. And this is what we'll be doing today. We'll be having joining us, later on in the program, we'll be having the Public Enlightenment Officer of the Federal Road Safety Corps Plateau State Command, in person of Route Commander Peter Yakubu Longsan. We hope he joins us later on in the program. We shall be doing this together with him. He will be giving us various professional advices and tips from the desk of the Public Enlightenment Officer himself. Okay, like we always do on this program, we have our public interest corner where we'll talk about various topical issues that affect our communities immediate. And on this edition of the public interest corner, we shall be taking a look at effective waste management in Jos, most especially the city center. It's no longer news that we have refuse dumps piling up across major streets in Jos, most especially you have the streets of Terminus, you have the street of Dadinkowa, the overhead bridge, you see heaps of refuse on the roadside, and even coming into the road where vehicles are supposed to use, and we also have the Langton Street, behind the St. Luke's Cathedral, as well as the Luca Bentu Indoor Theatre. All these are a result of, the failings of our waste management system, and we are calling on the relevant authorities to ensure that yes, we have an effective way of managing our waste. When the waste bins provided are filled up, they should be evacuated and properly disposed of. They should not necessarily be left to run over and then even cover the road used by people. And if you have a refuse dump in your area, or in your community, you can also do a joint community effort to ensure that you properly evacuate those refuse. A safe community is a collective effort of everyone in the community. So let's also do our best to ensure that we have a community that works. To ensure that yes, we have a waste management system that works for everyone. Okay, so that will be the size of our public interest corner. Ensure that you properly dispose of waste during this festive season, and we'll call on relevant authorities to ensure that yes, just as it is the home of peace and tourism, is kept clean, especially during the festive season and beyond, so that we can have a clean city and whereby visitors can come and enjoy the ambience and the peace of Jos. That will be our size for the public interest corner. Thank you for listening. Before we delve into the discussion proper, we'll be going on a short break. But before then, we have joining us in the studio Route Commander Peter Yakubu Longsan, the Public Enlightenment Officer of the Federal Road Safety Corps, Plateau State Sector Command. You're welcome, sir.
Thank you very much.
We're glad to have you. Listen, we'll be going on a short music break. We're going on a short break as we take a message from our sponsors. Please stay with us. We shall delve into the discussion properly after the break.
In an ever-changing world, there is a demand for a voice, which echoes the thoughts and yearnings of the common man. That voice comes with truth. It's a voice of justice, and ultimately, the voice upholds peace. The Voice is Building Bridges, your radio advocacy platform aimed at building trust and fostering peaceful coexistence among communities, ethnicities, and groups. Building Bridges comes up every Wednesday, 11 a.m. to 11:45 a.m. on J11.9 FM, an initiative of Take and Peace Desk with support by Bread for the World.
All right, you're welcome back from that short break as we took a message from our sponsors. Take and Peace Desk with support from Bread for the World, and the program remains Building Bridges. We are looking at the road traffic peculiarities during the festive season, and we have the Public Enlightenment Officer of the Federal Road Safety Corps here with us in the studio to give us useful tips. Route Commander Peter Yakubu, you're welcome.
Thank you very much, and I wish every listener happy Christmas in advance.
I'm sure you join us late, so hopefully you are out there on the field, So could you share experiences with us from the road?
Yeah, we can see that there's high influx of vehicular and human movement in the town, and economic activities are also on the rise. That is the general overview of what is happening in the city of Jos and environs.
Interesting. And we also have the traffic log jams, in major streets across Jos. You talk about terminals, you talk about other major roads here in Jos. You see that there is increased vehicular activities. But how has been compliance to road safety regulations?
Well, actually, because of the yuletide, compliance level is gradually getting down, but then what FRSC and other sister agencies are trying to do right now is to ensure free traffic flow within the city, center city, and then want to ensure that every commuter or every road user has free access to the road. Even though we know that the economic activities are not permitting that, but we're trying our best to ensure that people clear off the road in order to give commuters and other road users access to fly safely and freely.
Because it is those who drive to remain alive that will stay alive.
Yeah, of course, yes.
Okay, you mentioned the fact that we have increased influx into Jos, that shows that, we have a lot of travels within this period. Yeah. So what are some useful tips that you can hopefully hand out to drivers, and even let's start from drivers, during this festive season to ensure that what are those key tips that, drivers need to know and need to abide by during this period?
Yes, we want to call on the drivers to, first of all, ensure that they don't drive under stress or when they are sick, or they should not drive under the influence of any drugs or any alcoholic related thing that will impair their vision. And then we also want to call on drivers to beware of the roads. Of course, there are other road users, we have cyclists, we have animals also passing, so they should not engage in speeding. Speeding is one of the most things that we always want to campaign against. They should drive, they should maintain a safe speed to ensure that they take their passengers to where they are going. They should also watch out that the roads are not too good So if they are not too familiar with the road, they should be very careful. So the roads are not too good. They should therefore endeavor to maintain safe speed and then have lane discipline. Instead of just driving recklessly, they should just maintain their routes and then be sure that other road users are safe too. They should not also engage in overloading their vehicles, whether with people or with goods or both. So FRSC frowns at that.
Interesting. We have cases whereby people want to travel over the night to ensure that yes, they meet up with loved ones, and yes, still meet up with other schedules during the day. What are the useful tips for night journeys?
Yes, in fact, FRSC always wants to discourage night journeys. We don't encourage night journeys. This reason being that the level of insecurity is on the increase. It's at an alarming rate, and for their own safety, they should not engage in night travels. There are so many dangers associated with night travels, which could include road traffic crashes because the driver may slip off, because the roads may be bad, because of armed robbery issues, because of banditry and so many other things. So we therefore advise that travelers should travel in the daytime, never to compromise their safety or security, by traveling at night.
Okay. We usually have cases of bad road, even here in the city of Jos, and even within the intrastate and interstate journeys. But again, we look at the state of the vehicles plying the roads. What will you advise passengers or prospective passengers vis-a-vis the nature of the vehicles they want to board?
Okay. First of all, we want to advise these commercial transporters that they should embark on servicing their vehicles, checking the effectiveness of their brakes, and then checking all the formations of the vehicle to ensure that they don't have a system breakdown, particularly the issue of tires. We want to talk about tires. We have people who buy substandard tires or used tires or expired tires. So it is not an offense for any would-be traveler to even inspect the vehicle, because he does not have to compromise his life. So he has the right to check the tires and make sure that the vehicle has good tires. Some of the commuters, use bad tires to carry passengers. With the nature of our roads, if there is any where that the driver enters a deep pothole on the road, there's every tendency that the tire can blow out. So if it blows out and the vehicle is on speed, you can imagine what will happen. So we advise that the passengers also can carry out inspection of the vehicle, and they have the right to there and then at the park to tell the safety manager or to tell whoever that is there that they should change the tires before they get on board. So that's our advice. And then they should also endeavor to caution the drivers when they realize that the drivers are speeding excessively, when they realize that the drivers are sleeping, when they realize that the drivers are driving under the influence. So they are to...
So, but what would be your advice to passengers who see this? For instance, speeding and perhaps maybe usage of drugs and all. What would be your advice to passengers who discover this and hopefully speak to the driver, but the driver is, adamant as the case may be? We have a situation where people will say, okay, let's just get to where we're going. Just forget about this.
Okay, well, our advice to passengers who realize that they should stop at the next checkpoint where you have whether it's a military or police checkpoint or FRSC on patrol. They should just stop the driver there and report such case to these law enforcers. Immediately that vehicle will be impounded. They should not mind the time that will be wasted. The organization or the fleet operator will be contacted and then send a vehicle to evacuate the stranded people, or send another driver to continue with the journey. Because on every vehicle, it is expected that there's an emergency number of the company.
Okay.
Yes. So they can get the number from that vehicle and then call the company.
Okay, but there are some who, took bought vehicles, even outside the park, along the road, without necessarily having these numbers on them. So you are advising them to say, hey, when you get to the next checkpoint or FRSC on patrol, you can just simply flag them down and say, this is what we have happening here. Can you please look into this? Well, it's a good one. It's a good one. But again, the National Bureau of Statistics reported that about 47% of road crashes that occurred in the in second quarter of the year 2020 are due to over speed violation, as the case may be, speed violation. What are the modalities put in place by FRSC to checkmate such? Intrastate or even without interstate journeys, what are the modalities FRSC put in place to checkmate speed violations?
In fact, that is why our theme for the year 2021 end of year campaign says you should maintain safe speed. So be that as it may, we started advocating by going to motor parks, by going to places of worship, by being on air the way we do right now, by going to motor parks for public enlightenment campaign, so that we tell drivers to cut down their speed, because it is only the living that celebrates. And be that as it may, we are also always emphatic on the use of speed limiting devices.
Okay.
And we are enforcing its use on every commercial vehicle to ensure that the vehicle does not move at an unpermittable speed. So that is what we are doing right now to ensure that vehicles move at prescribed speeds.
Interesting. We'll be opening our phone lines shortly, and while we do that, you have the opportunity to ask the Public Enlightenment Officer of the Federal Road Safety Corps Plateau State Sector Command questions. So, okay, you will be able to ask him question directly, and I'm sure he's here to enlighten you on issues that you've observed, even in the conduct of the road traffic regulation enforcement in Jos Bukuru Metropolis. We'll be doing that very soon. But before then, we'll also be going on a break where we'll take wishes from Tech and Peace desk staff, as the case may be. But before then, we've talked about the issues of overspeeding. We've talked about the issues of overspeeding and issues of road safety regulation. That, hey, let's abide by federal road safety regulation and other regulations by relevant agencies in charge of that. So we'll be going on a short break now, where we'll take a message from our sponsors and our birthday wish and our Christmas wishes. Please stay with us. When we come back, we'll open the phone lines where you can also join the conversation. Thank you.
In an ever-changing world, there is a demand for a voice which echoes the thoughts and yearnings of the common man. That voice comes with truth. It's a voice of justice, and ultimately, the voice upholds peace. The Voice is Building Bridges, your radio advocacy platform aimed at building trust and fostering peaceful coexistence among communities, ethnicities, and groups. Building Bridges comes up every Wednesday, 11 a.m. to 11:45 a.m. on J11.9 FM, an initiative of Tech and Peace Desk with support by Bread for the World.
Oh, little town of Bethlehem, how still we see the light.
I'm Yakubu Longsan, staff of Tech and Peace Desk. I wish everybody Merry Christmas and Happy New Year.
My name is Christiana Dasura Michael. I'm a staff of Tech and Peace Desk. I wish everybody Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
Hello, my name is Geoffrey Patrick Mwantet, a staff with Tech and Peace Desk. Christmas to me is the celebration of the gracious love of God for mankind. Hallelujah. I wish you a happy Christmas.
My name is Abubakar Katina Ruben, staff of Tech and Peace Desk. This season season is a season of love. I wish that everyone should share love with one another at this season. Merry Christmas.
Hello, good people of Plateau State. My name is Sanchi Aminadasplan, wishing you Merry Christmas and a happy 2022.
Hi everyone, this is Nandong Lana. Christmas to me is a season to share the love of the Savior, and I wish us all a beautiful celebration and a glorious 2022.
My name is Julius A. Abimiko, a staff of the campus desk. Christmas is a time of love, peace, and joy. I wish you all a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
My name is Komyondake, a staff of the campus desk. I'm wishing you a Merry Christmas and a prosperous New Year. Remember to celebrate with the celebrant. I love you.
May your Christmas be merry and full of love, laughter, and most importantly, peace. Here's to wishing you a happy Christmas and a very prosperous 2022. Garus Chuang from the campus desk.
Hey, it's Christmas again. This holiday, I pray the Spirit of Christ Jesus will fortify and keep us from now and through the next year. Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. This is Lois Nanley, the campus desk.
I'm Samuel, the campus desk staff. May your heart be filled with the peace and joy that Christmas represents. Happy Christmas and a beautiful 2021.
My name is Zeku Christopher Danladi. I'm wishing you Merry Christmas and successful New Year.
My name is Gayle Kokara Peter, a staff of the campus desk. I want to wish you Merry Christmas and a prosperous 2022. God bless.
My name is Helen Philemon Hagai. I work with the campus desk. Actually, this year has been a very challenging year. However, we thank the Lord that we have survived this year, that He has not allowed us to go ashamed. He has been our friend. He has sustained us. And so with this, I want to encourage everybody to say Merry Christmas and Happy New Year.
You're welcome back from that short break as we took Christmas wishes from staff of Take and Peace Desk. The program remains Building Bridges, and we're here with Route Commander Peter Yakubu Longsan, the Public Enlightenment Officer of the Federal Road Safety Corps Plateau State Sector Command. He's been doing justice to the topic road traffic regulations, peculiarities. During the festive season, he's been giving us useful tips that can ensure that we drive to stay alive, and because we believe that ultimately it is the living that celebrates the season. However, last week we had callers, talk about issues of monitoring of vehicles. What are the modalities used to track vehicles along the road? To ensure that yes, we don't necessarily run after vehicles and all. I'd like you to shed more light on that.
Yes, thank you very much. From that question, we consider that question to be very, very vital, and it's going to be very helpful to our listeners out there. We have a database whereby we upload all information about vehicles and owners of vehicles. And it's quite unfortunate that so many people don't really know the advantage of them migrating from the old number plate to the new number plate. The new number plate, which starts with the local government, then the other things that follow, was designed in such a way that every information about the owner of the vehicle will be uploaded into our database. That invariably means that that vehicle cannot be stolen. Even if the vehicle is stolen, that vehicle cannot be registered in Nigeria, because the moment the chassis number is imputed into our system, the original owner of that vehicle, the details of the original owner of that vehicle will pop up. And then if it's a stolen vehicle, certainly we'll put a call across to the owner. Have you sold your vehicle, this model, to someone else? The person might say, this vehicle has been declared missing. Say, okay, come to so place and see whether this is your vehicle. With that, we have been able to track down so many stolen vehicles. In fact, it's on record. They are just too numerous, and it's all over the country. Be that as it may, we use also that information once a crime has been committed and the vehicle registration gotten. Maybe the person that committed the crime has escaped. If the vehicle used in committing that crime gets to us, we can track down the owner of the vehicle and then trace him to his house. So we have done that severally, and then with that we also used to track down traffic offenders.
So you are saying it is not professionally okay to go in pursuit of violating vehicles?
No. Just get the number.
Okay. So, but again, over time, when people observe this, they can call your office, and then or perhaps the lines you provide later on to give instances. And okay, all right, listener, we'll be opening our phone lines now. 09055666699 or 09098848848. Please, when you call us, tell us your name and where you're calling from. Ensure you turn down the volume of your radio, and you can be part of the conversation. You can also go to our Facebook page at Taken Peace Desk, and we have the conversation there. You can join the conversation. Let's see who we have here. Hello, good morning. Good morning.
Thank you very much. My name is Sadiq Umar. I'm calling from T Junction.
We're glad you
I want to commend the officer in the house. He has spoken well on the safety of the road routine. And actually, when we look at our drivers that are flying on the road, is something that is very, very confusing. Seeing some cars that are not even supposed to be on the road, but they are still being on the road. So my question to the guest is, who is officially have the right to work on that? And the second issue, my advice to Nigerians is that they should know that this is a season that everybody is traveling, and they should make sure that they should know that every driver that will be driving them, he should be in his normal senses. Because most of our drivers that are driving for a long journey, you see some, they have to take substance, and it's from the park they will allow them to take substance. So we are urging the road safety also to engage on investigating all these kind of drivers that are using substance abuse before they can be driving. And also, the people that are traveling in family, they should make sure that they divided, they should not move in one car, and they should be having different cars so that their safety will be guaranteed. Thank you very much. God bless you.
Amen. Thank you very much, Sadiq Omar from TT and T Junction. Our phone lines are still open, 09055666699 or 09098848848. You can also be part of the conversation on our Facebook page at Taken Peace Desk. We have with us in the studio Route Commander Peter Longsan, the Public Enlightenment Officer of the Federal Road Safety Corps Plateau State Sector Command. You can talk with him, you can speak with him, you can ask him questions. Okay, we have Sadiq Umar actually talking about issues of substance abuse and tracking of vehicles. Could you please shed more light on that?
Yes, on the issue of substance abuse. Okay.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Please turn down the volume of your radio.
Okay, I'm going to walk away from me.
Okay. Please go ahead.
My own complaint is that.
Sorry, what's your name? Your name and where you're calling from, please.
My name is Dennis from Redfield.
Okay, please go ahead.
You will see some of the car.
Hello.
You will see we put trafficator by the left.
Okay.
When he's going to left, we put trafficator by the right. That is because that is most of the thing that is causing accident.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Damian from Redfield. Okay, our guest has noted that duly he will react to that at the appropriate time. 09055666699 or 09098848848. You can ask the Public Enlightenment Officer questions directly. What have you observed about road traffic regulations in Jos Bukuru Metropolis? What are your submissions? What are your questions? What are your observations? You can call us and we'll entertain that. You can be part of the conversation. You can also join the conversation on our Facebook page at Taken Peace Desk. We'll take all at the appropriate time. Hello, good morning.
Morning, sir.
Good morning.
Yes, my name is Godwin, calling you from Industrial Church.
All right, Mr. Godwin, please go ahead.
The traffic jam in most of the roundabouts in Jos, I don't know, is it the responsibility of the road safety to ensure that there is free flow of traffic within the metropolis? And then you find out that in major junctions, talk about Dadinkowa, Mayengo Junction, like NTA Park, the way vehicles are being parked on the road. It's something else, and it causes unnecessary hold-ups. Ordinarily, even if vehicles are going to park, like for example in NTA, if vehicles are going to be parked by the road, at least there should be 2 lanes for oncoming vehicles to have a free access to the road. But you find out that, taxi drivers, motor parks, vehicles will be parked even almost covering the entire length. And then you find out that there will be unnecessary hold-up in those areas. I don't know if it is the responsibility of the road safety to ensure that there is free flow of traffic. In Dadinkowa in particular, if you go to the first gate in Dadinkowa, even the refuse truck that is being set, on the road, is already on one of the lanes itself. So I don't know if JMDB will do something about that. I know it's not the responsibility of the road safety.
Okay.
But you find out that this truck that is being put, the body of the truck that is being put on the road to gather refuse is actually put on the main road itself.
Okay.
So it is blocking the road, thereby causing hold-up.
All right.
So I don't know if something will be done about that.
Thank you very much.
Are you with us? I really want to appreciate this caller. Honestly, this is a thing of concern to FRSC and to Plateau State as a whole. The FRSC is synergizing with the Jos Metropolitan Development Board, other sister security agencies, particularly with the issue of the yuletide is already here with us. And in my opening speech, you can see that we talked about influx of people and then growth of business activities, in the Jos metropolis. Want to ensure that, okay?
Well, we encourage multi-sector synergy. Hello, good morning. Okay, please, when you call us, turn down the volume of your radio. Hello, good morning. Please, when you call us, ensure you turn down the volume of your radio so that we can hear ourselves out. Okay, we actually encourage intersector or multi-agency collaboration to ensure that, yes, the good governance is delivered to the people. And we commend your effort to see that, yes, you reach out to the Jos Metropolitan Development Board and PEPSA, as the case may be. Okay, let's see what we have here. Hello, good morning.
Hello?
Good morning.
Good morning.
Well done, we can hear you. We can hear you. Go ahead.
Is this JFM?
Absolutely. You're live on air. Go ahead.
Is this JFM?
Yes. Okay, please, when you call us, ensure you turn down the volume of your radio so that we can hear ourselves out. 09055666699 or 090988448. Those are our phone lines. You can also be part of the conversation on our Facebook page at Taken Peace Desk. We have with us here in the studio Route Commander Peter Longsan, the Public Enlightenment Officer of the Federal Road Safety Corps, Plateau State Sector Command. You can ask him questions directly. He will be here to do justice to all comments, questions, observations by listener. Our phone lines are still open.
So, like I said, we are trying to see how we can ensure that there's free flow of traffic, especially within this yuletide. So very soon we are commencing the end of year special patrol. It's actually starting on the 17th, but then people will start feeling the impact of the special patrol by tomorrow, being the 16th. All things being equal, I want to assure the other caller that he will see a difference. It is our duty to ensure that there's free flow of traffic. And the areas he has mentioned, talking about Dadinkowa, talking about Zarmagada Junction, Miango Junction, Old Airport Junction, Gadabu, Faringada, and the rest, we want to make sure that we have free flow of traffic and reduce as much as possible the gridlocks that these places experience. Some of these are manageable gridlocks. These are manageable gridlocks because some of these activities are caused by hawkers.
Okay.
Taxi drivers, keke napep, and other people that park indiscriminately where they are not supposed to park. I really appreciate him for that wonderful contribution. The Federal Road Safety Corps is doing something right now about it, and very soon you'll start seeing, our men being deployed everywhere within Jos Metropolis to ensure there's free flow of traffic.
And also to ensure that, yes, where we have waste collection point on the road, they are taken outside the main road, to ensure that, yes, vehicles see oncoming vehicles to avoid unnecessary hold-ups and collision, as the case may be.
Okay.
Our phone lines are still open, 09055666699 or 09098848848. You can speak with the route commander directly. What have you observed about about road safety regulations in Plateau State as the festive season sets in, and what can you advise the Federal Road Safety Corps to look into? We've had a caller talked about the issue of waste bins on the road, to ensure that, yes, we have a multi-agency collaboration to evacuate such from the road to avoid unnecessary traffic log jams or collision, as the case may be. That's a very wonderful one there. All right, Route Commander, would like you to tell us about the end of year special activities.
Yes, we shall be commencing the end of year special patrol, all things being equal, from the 17th of December, and it will last through January 15th. We are calling on all citizens to cooperate with Federal Road Safety Corps and every other security agency, and in ensuring that we have a hitch-free series of activities. And in the course of these activities, you will see our men deployed to help or to assist in traffic control. So we want your cooperation to always obey. Whenever they ask you to stop, just obey, stop, and then allow other road users to the access to use the road. So that is our advice to them. And they should not drive under the influence of drugs. They should not embark on overloading. They should ensure that they use their seat belts at all times. We also want to advise that parents should not give their wards who are unlicensed, who are underage, their vehicles to drive, because they're not professionals, they have not been licensed, and they may endanger their own lives and the lives of other road users. So parents should watch out for that.
All right, interesting. What are the toll-free lines people can call?
Yes, we have a toll-free line, which is FRSC emergency number. It is 122. 122. The moment you dial it, there's always someone to attend to you at whatever hour of the day. You can call that number when there's an emergency that has to do with road traffic crash, or where you have gridlock or hold up, as people may say. You just call that number and then tell us your location wherever you are in Nigeria. Call that number and then tell us about that. Meanwhile, FRSC has, just like I said, we have deployed men, and don't forget that we have emergency ambulance services. When there's a crash, when you reach out to this number, certainly the call will get to us, and then we'll be able to deploy our men to where there's that road traffic crash.
All right, let's have this last caller for the day. Hello, good morning.
Yeah, hello, good morning.
Good morning.
My name is Edward Iboka. I'm calling from Kukuru.
All right, Edward, go ahead.
I just want to confirm something from the road safety gentleman at the office with you.
Yes, please, go ahead.
Could you confirm at what age can a child sit in the front seat with the parent?
Okay, talking about sitting position, right? Yes, at age 12.
Okay.
Once a child gets to 12, some people say 8, some people say 7. But we advise someone may be 12, of course, but he may be short, while someone may be 8 and he may be so tall. And the use of seatbelt is very, very necessary. If you feel that the seatbelt cannot hold the child firm, we just advise that the person should allow the child to sit at the back for his own safety.
Okay. Yes. All right, let's have this call as well. Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
This is Pius from Abattoir.
All right, Pius, please go ahead.
Firstly, about the emergency number, there was one time there was an accident around NASCO, I can remember. And I called the emergency number because there was total hold up there. Immediately I called the number, there was one guy that answered, and the way he sounded, it was as if he wasn't even ready for work. I now say there was an accident at so place. Location, I told him, everything I told him. The next thing I asked him was, did someone die? I said, how am I supposed to know it's an accident? I can't go close by there. I'm just across the road. That until someone is dead, that is when they can respond to that kind of call. That was the first one. That was my experience with the call side. Then the second part I want to discuss is pertaining following of one way. I know it's not road safety sometimes. I know they are trying and all that, most especially if you check in the evening, Mondays. Old Airport Junction and Zaramaganda Junction, most especially, the whole place used to be blocked. You see cars following one way, the other one, they cannot wait for the hold up to clear. They will jump on the other lane and all that, and it's mostly in the evening. I don't know if they can help us with that. Then thirdly, I just want to confirm about the road marshal thing. How does one join it?
Okay. Thank you very much for that wonderful contribution.
All right, let me quickly talk about the way our receptionist responded to him. Actually, we have categories. When we say there's a road traffic crash, we want to know, so whether it is fatal, or whether it is minor, or whether it is serious. Now, these are our terminologies. Well, very good of him. At least he showed his concern as a patriotic citizen by calling that number. We want to apologize on behalf of that person, but he actually wanted to know whether you were in the position to know whether there was a death or not. So please don't be offended whenever they ask you whether someone dies or how many vehicles involved. You have tried your best. We want to encourage you to do more of that. Then on the issue of Zaramaganda, Zaramaganda Old Airport Junction, just like I said, we're going to deploy our men very soon. They will be aiding in controlling traffic there and then asking those illegal, indiscriminate parkings, those vehicles to leave those points. Then lastly, you talked about joining the special marshals. We call them special marshals. These are volunteers. They are not on our payroll. They are volunteers that decided to join hands with the Federal Road Safety Corps in ensuring smooth activities of Federal Road Safety Corps. They are volunteers that, if you want to join, you apply to the sector commander for you to be enlisted, and then you are expected to have a vehicle, roadworthy vehicle, you have vehicle valid driver's license, and then vehicle papers.
When you talked about applying, is it in writing?
Handwritten application.
Or there's a form that someone will get from the office?
No, you give it. You handwrite your application. You apply in handwritten.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. All right, listener, we encourage everyone to join the special road marshal to ensure that, yes, you also be part of the road safety regulation in your community.
In fact, they have as much powers as we do. The only difference with us is that they are not on the federal government payroll. They are volunteers. They are volunteers.
So, a community that works is a result of unity and cooperation by everyone in that community. So, ensure that you also play your part in ensuring that your community works. Ensure that you join the road safety special marshal, as the case may be, to ensure that, yes, you also be part of those that coordinate road traffic in your community. Listener, that will be the size of our package today. But before we go, let's quickly appreciate the Route Commander, the Public Enlightenment Officer of the Plateau State FRSC Sector Command, in person of Route Commander Peter Longsan. We're glad you could make it to the program.
Thank you very much.
Last week and this week, we've had you, and it's been engaging, it's been thoughtful, and it's been so enlightening. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much too.
All right, listeners, just as you know, we had a community series earlier on in the program where we visited various communities, and we encourage youth groups to ensure that here during the festive season, come up with ideas of programs and activities in the communities to unite the community. We're glad to inform us that the Laranto Youth Association are coming up with a carnival in the community on 24th, 25th and 26th December respectively in Laranto community, and this special activity will feature a lot of side attraction to unite the community and to say no to cultism and religious violence. So if you're in the Laranto community or you're a well-wisher of that community, we encourage you to be part of that special program to unite Laranto community and to say no to cultism and religious violence of all forms. And permit me to also send a special shout out to Christopher Lekuk and to Simon Ishaku. Special birthday wishes to you both. We celebrate you and we pray that God will continue to bless you through the new year. My name is Joseph Ojedeji. The program has been Building Bridges, a program brought to you by Take and Peace Desk with support from Bird for the World. Let's do this again by His grace. Blessed are the peacemakers.
Wishes are sent to you on this day in hopes that Christmas is magnificent in every way. I wish you Merry Christmas and a beautiful 2022. From Gloria Pa, a staff of Tech and Peace Desk.
Let your gates be lifted, O Plateau. A king is born to you. I am Kromyon Dake, a staff of Tech and Peace Desk, wishing you a peaceful Christmas and a dominating New Year.
I am Victoria Hagalstein from Tech and Peace Desk. As the light from that star illuminated the sky the night Jesus was born, may His light illuminate your life at this special time of Christmas. I wish you all a Merry Christmas and a prosperous 2022.
Hello, my name is Joseph Ojedeji, staff of Tech and Peace Desk. It's Christmas. Wishing you and your family peace, health, happiness, and prosperity in the coming year. May the closeness of friends, the comfort of home,